Go.
All right, Seth, so it really sounds like you have been struggling really hard with not being able to have a job and provide for your family. Is that
Yeah,
accurate?
yeah,
to say?
definitely. Yeah, I feel like I'm not living up to my expectation, my family's expectation, more importantly. So I don't have a job, don't really do anything, so I feel like I'm letting them down, and that just puts me back into that rut. So I really don't have a purpose to get out of it when I feel that way.
Now, how much do you use right now?
I smoke
On a daily
3
basis?
joints a day.
About 3 times. How often did you use before you lost your job?
Just like once every month. It wasn't really that much.
Okay. You're shaking your head, Mary. Is that about?
That's pretty accurate. It's a lot less.
Okay. Now I've heard a little bit about how it's been affecting you, and it's obviously really hard for you. And Mariana, it also seems like, I mean, it seems like you're feeling this pressure also. Like you said, you feel like you have a 4th child with Seth. How else has him not having a job and maybe even just the additional use, how's that affected you?
I think it's caused a lot of distance between he and I. You know, I don't really see him as an adult male. He's like a man-child. You know, it's hard. You know, it's hard. I like to keep balance, and he's not providing it. So I just wonder, what are we doing? You know,
So,
I feel bad, you know, that he lost his job. You know, I really do feel for him, and if I could just see a little more motivation out of him, I think it would maybe kind of help. I don't know, maybe it would help me feel like he's trying, but I don't even think he's trying anymore.
Do you think that has to do with the drug use, or is it just the fact that he has been having trouble finding a job in general? The motivation level with him, what do you think?
I think he just takes rejection so personal rather than seeing it as business. You know, if you don't get the job, you move along. You don't. There's no reason to give up. But it's almost like this whole defeatist mentality that he's taking on. Like, you know, he just goes with it. Okay.
What about you, Charlie? How is Dad's job hunting and use? How's that affected you in the last 3 years, or even just recently, maybe?
I don't see that's really affected me. We still hang out.
Has these things that have been happening, has that made you maybe look at him any differently? Do you still see him the same way as your dad, or do you understand what I'm asking?
I look at him the same. I love my dad.
Okay. What about you, Jessica?
I think they hang out more, but Dad sometimes is not a good influence on Charlie. Charlie has been meaner since she started hanging out with Dad. She's not as nice. He's not as nice as he used to be.
Your dad or Charlie?
Charlie.
Charlie. Okay. What about you, Ann?
I don't know, I don't spend a whole lot of time with Charlie or my dad, so
She never comes out of her room, so.
I guess they hang out more. Definitely hang out more than I hang out with Dad, so.
Now, has this been happening? Is this interaction with your family, is this normal for you, or did this happen about 3 years ago? Does this have anything to do with your father?
I mean, 3 years ago, yeah, we did a lot more stuff as a family, but now, no. And I choose not to when they do try to do stuff together, like even if they do eat dinner together, I'd just rather be by myself.
Okay.
I'm just tired of everybody.
Now, Charlie, I'm going to ask you a little bit of kind of a tough question. It might be a little tough for you to answer, but you said that you've been using a little bit of alcohol. Is How long ago was that you caught him?
Probably like 5 months ago, I got some beer cans underneath his bed and asked him about it. He denied it, so, you know, kind of that whole avoidant approach to this issue of ours.
Okay. Is that, have you been using alcohol, Charlie?
Yeah,
How long have you been using it?
probably the last 2 years.
Does that have anything to do with the family structure here? Maybe?
I just like doing it.
She likes being with Dad.
They're like BFFs.